Yeah, it's easy to just sit back and, dwell on the things that you don't have. But, my thing is just get started. If you have a skill or if it's something that you know how to do, then, you just gotta go out there, put 2 feet to the ground and use your mind and your brain and go to work.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Micah Johnson, and today I'm joined by Mo, who's been making some serious moves in the real estate industry for about 20 years now. Mo, welcome in, man. Glad to have you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you for having me on.
Absolutely. I'm excited for you to be here. I think our listeners are going to take something away from your journey in this industry to just, especially when it comes to, being resourceful, being creative, doing what you got to do to get deals done. So let's dive in on that. For people who may not know you yet, what's your main focus right now and what markets you operate in?
Um, right now my main focus is cash flow and going into new builds and new construction. And currently the markets that I focus in are Montgomery, Alabama, which is my hometown, and Atlanta, Georgia, which is currently where I live at the moment. So those are my main focuses right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take us back a little bit. What got you into real estate? Where'd you get started at that's led you where you are today?
Oh man, so that started all in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And I was in college at the time at Stillman College. That's where I graduated from. But, I'm a barber, which is how, my brand came about beyond the Clippers.
Okay.
And there was a lady who would always come into the barbershop and, she was just always adamant, about me getting into real estate. She said, I want you to get your real estate license, get your real estate license. And, me being a young kid, I just didn't know anything about it. And, I just took up on her offer, man, and went and took the real estate test. I failed it a few times and I just kept at it. And so from there, I eventually passed the real estate test. And once I passed it, I started working on her brokerage for a few years. And yeah, that's kind of how that started right there, man. Just, you know.
Were you always interested in the investment side up front, or when did the investment part start really clicking for you?
Oh man, the investment started clicking when I started meeting other investors, as I was out, selling houses. And that was motivation for me because, I ended up just running into this guy who had, a ton of properties. He had about 25 properties. And, he kind of started breaking things down to me. He was like, yeah, man, I bought these properties, years ago. And, I he worked at a factory and he had owned like 25 houses. And he was telling me how that went for him and how all of them was paid off except like 5 of them. And I was like, really? And so, a lot of those
Say
things
more.
started clicking.
Yeah, you have an
Right.
interested party now, sir. Please tell me, what secrets do you know?
Yeah. So that's kinda how that went, man, and that was motivation for me. I met some other people along the way as well, so that was motivation for me to, I was like, I gotta get me some rentals, you know?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And that was your rentals. Is that was your first project for investing coming in, was to get some buy and holds?
Nah, that wasn't the first thing. The first thing I did was, when I got my real estate license in 2006, I actually purchased my first house in 2006.
Okay.
So that right there was a great start for me by purchasing that house in 2006, and I still own that house, today.
Nice.
So yeah, so that kinda helped put me in position to do a lot of the things that I am doing, moving forward. So
Right.
that was the first thing to purchase a house, and, I was showing a lot of houses and I was like, "Man, these houses are nice," and I'm like, "I gotta get me one." So
I heard that, man. I heard that.
yeah,
I was a realtor when I got started in 2014. There's something
yeah,
about going in and out of a lot of houses that's fascinating. You get to see all the best of the best, like, "Ooh, I like that one over there. I like
yeah.
this piece. I like this piece. Nice."
Yep, yep. So that's how that happened, man. I ended up purchasing a house, purchasing my first home, and from there I was able to again scale up from there. You know.
And what's your portfolio look like today? Because you're getting into new builds and things and fix and flips now, but, before that, you built up a portfolio of homes. What are you at today?
Currently I'm at about 8 houses.
Okay.
Yeah, currently 8 houses, and I rent majority of those out, and so yeah, that's kind of how that's going right now.
Excellent,
You
man.
know.
Long-term rentals or short-term?
Yeah, I have some long-term rentals, and I also have some short-term rentals as
Okay.
well. Yeah,
Excellent, man. So the mix.
fully furnished, yeah, fully furnished apartments.
Nice, 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 man.
Yeah.
Well, take us into the new year then. What are you focusing on now?
My focus is, new construction. I wanna focus on new construction. I wanna focus on, getting my general contractor's license and, just scaling up, looking to
Right.
to do some new builds and things of that nature.
What's been the most challenging part so far about getting into that section of the industry?
I don't know if how challenging it is. I think it's just a matter of just having what you need. Currently I am building my own personal house right now.
Okay.
So, and I definitely, it's a difficult build. So I've definitely been learning a lot on
Gotcha.
just my own current home that I'm building. So, but I think, for a lot of people, I think it's probably more of, identify another general contractor that will kind of back you on, the things that you need to get started as a general contractor, because you do need someone to endorse you.
Mm, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. Go into that a little bit. Explain more.
Well, you need a general contractor to endorse you for, let's say, I guess, hours per se, or just that time, or experience. So you can get your
Gotcha.
license, because the state, all states are different, but I know the state of Georgia, they require you to have another general contractor to sign off. You
Okay.
know.
That makes sense.
hmm
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay. So we're getting
Yeah.
ready to do some new builds. You're learning through your own personal ones. Now, you said something a second ago that seems to be the nature of your story, which was just getting started. How
Yeah.
important has that been for you to just, take the jump, get started through each section?
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yeah, it's easy to just sit back and, dwell on the things that you don't have. But, my thing is just get started. If you have a skill or if it's something that you know how to do, then, you just gotta go out there, put 2 feet to the ground and use your mind and your brain and go to work.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
What creativity is something you've mentioned a few times too. What parts of the industry let you use that creativity? Where do you get to capitalize?
Well, when I'm doing my rehabs, I'm definitely able to be a visionary and go in there and kind of change some things up in the space. And
Right.
it might be one of those rehabs where we may be able to look at it and be like, hey, we could stick a bathroom right here, or or clear or knock this wall out or whatever,
Right.
just to give it that that one thing that it needs to to sell. You know,
Right. Right.
yeah,
Seeing something that's not there yet. That
yeah,
is a gift. Not everybody can do that. Can walk into a space and see it for what it can be, not for what it just is right now. And the ones that are
absolutely.
the best at it typically are flippers. That's not a random correlation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I do want to go back to something that I think is important in the industry. And one is the folks that have helped you along the way. That's been the same thing in mine too. Someone saying up front, like at the barbershop, Mo, get into this, man, get into this, get into this. And then meeting that person with a lot of doors and they're sitting there saying, hey, this is how you do that. This is how you do that. How important have those been across your career so far to help you grow?
Man, it was so important because I know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me not only, interacting with those people, but also, executing what I was hearing. I think that's the main thing is execution because, we all can, just like people sitting here listen to this podcast or whatever, we can listen to information, but to take in that information and and go out and execute what you've heard, of course that's a different story. But so
That's the game changer. That's where it goes from book knowledge to life knowledge, and you get to experience the
yeah.
part that all the folks that walked it out of, this is what the day to day of it looks like. Because some days it's ugly, some days it's hard, some days it's not what you thought you were getting into, while others it's everything you wanted and more.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And again, just soaking it up, just soaking all those things up like a sponge, and yeah, it all kind of worked out.
One thing I love about real estate is you get to be a lifelong learner. If you're someone like yourself or myself that
Yeah,
enjoy it, you're genuinely curious and you enjoy learning and you'll go look for that next thing and think about that next part. There's endless room to be yourself in this industry is something I like to say. You get to, like, what are your strengths? How do you leverage them? Not many jobs let you do that where you can actually come in and find the parts you like to do the most of the time. We all got to do stuff we don't like to do sometimes, and that's fine. But
yeah,
if you're
absolutely.
only doing stuff you don't like to do all the time, now we got an issue. You got more going wrong than you think.
Absolutely, for sure.
Well, Mo, I appreciate your time today, man. Your story and your perspective. Thanks for joining me on here. For those that are following along that would, like to learn more from someone who's an action taker, what's the best way for them to find you and follow along with you?
Well, they can definitely check me out on online Beyond the Clippers at beyondtheclippers.com. Also at Beyond the Clippers on all social media handles, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram.
Excellent, man. Excellent. Thanks for sharing. If you're listening, watching in, make sure you check the show notes, follow along with Mo, and see what he's got going on. I can't highly recommend more following action takers in the business that show you, hey, this is actually what it looks like as you're going through it. So, Mo, again, I appreciate you being here, man. Thanks, everybody, for listening. If you got value from today's episode, please like this episode. Share it with someone else you think would get value as well. As always, please don't forget to subscribe. We appreciate every single one of you who follow along with us. We've got more conversations coming up with operators just like Mo out there building a real business in the industry. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.